Hello, and welcome to my channel where I will be filming a series on lifesteal SMP. I currently have a clan called the One Abyss, which means the first abyss. Which I know it isn't. It's the second, but still, I couldn't do an underscore, so best thing I had. In Paradox 2, if you watch this and want me to change it, because I know, I'm pretty sure you still own lifesteal. I do not know, but yeah, if you want me to change it, then you can. I know it wasn't your, group, but you still went to war with them, and I don't want to go to war with you, because I suck, Parrot. But I am a fan of you, so I hope you'll spare me if you do attack me, attack my clan. But, guys, basically, I have the max amount of hearts, 20 hearts. I don't know how, but earlier I saw someone with 22, so I'm pretty sure that means there is a way to get more hearts. But I just got done cutting down part of a forest. Not the whole thing, but still. This is my clan's base. Here's the first member's base, and this is my base. Pretty decent amount of stuff. They start off pretty perfectly, and the next minute, they vanish to thin air. Although that SMP had ended, our incredible memories on the server would always stick with us, forever in our hearts. But this time, they can't be stolen. I traded 2 hearts for the shulker box. Also, I really need to bring this up. Please don't send hatred to other creators who are on this SMP. After all, this is just a bug game, and it's just how it is. Actually already heard things out from the server owner, but all good. Also, welcome to a new segment of the video called Where Will You Go From Here? YouTube's recommendation system can get pretty weird sometimes, so I made a list of a bunch of videos that you can go to instead. On the left side of the screen is a series of me joining my school's Minecraft server and starting a war. Or there's other Sour Patch Nation members who have made different perspectives on this whole SMP. Check them out in the description. But most importantly, if your subscribe button is still red, you should turn it green. Hope you enjoy. Around a month ago, I joined the lifesteal SMP, a Minecraft server where you can steal another player's hearts by killing them. Unfortunately, that server ended, so I decided to revamp it and recreate it. The catch is, the first 24 hours of the server are a grace period. If you don't understand what that means, well, I basically have 24 hours to get as rich as possible. Alright, everybody good luck. 24 hours from now, getting this. Now, just to clear things up, there's a few things that set this lifesteal SMP apart from the previous one. First is that you lose hearts every single time you die, making it extremely difficult to survive. The lifesteal aspect only comes into play when another player ends you or you end another player. On top of that, hearts are craftable. By combining a bunch of items like golden apples, totems, and diamonds, you can craft hearts and add them back to your total health. With this knowledge, I went straight to find diamonds. I was sure it wasn't going to be long before I lost my first life, and I wanted to be as prepared as possible. Oh my gosh, the river strategy works. River strategy works. It does? Clown Pierce scared me so bad. He appeared out of nowhere, dude. He's trying to love me. He's trying to love me. No shot. After a close encounter with the most powerful player on the server, I decided to give myself a
God.
However, soon after a little bit of mining, our team decided to try an alliance with RedCraft 2. A Minecraft YouTuber would be a huge asset to our nation if you joined. So, hello? Yo. Hello? Yeah, so what are you guys up to? What was you want to talk about? I think so. Technically, Vortex, Smoke, and I aren't alliance. Yeah. But what I think, if we alliance and then tackle different farms, it's gonna be huge and share resources. Gotcha. So we're like friends, but like different neighborhoods, you know? We're part of the Chungus community. No, we're not the Chungus community. It's gonna be a good name, guys. Okay, but to answer your question. Yeah, sure. I feel like it's good to get some friends on. You know, get some people that get you on your back. With a new member on our side, I headed off to find a location to begin building a base. But while searching, I made a huge mistake. Holy moly, dude. Okay, this is a really scary place to be. I don't know if I can do this. Okay, I am dead. Oh, there goes Paris. I had lost a heart. And after seeing other server members posting screenshots of them crafting their very own hearts, I realized how much of a disadvantage this would be. Luckily, a member of my team named Spoke was still on and was willing to help me grind back some of my stuff. So, under the cover of the night, we worked as hard as we could, doing raid after raid and mining diamond after diamond. Oh, this guy's a multi-shot, though. Oh my gosh, this 3.5 hours lobby is lovely. Oh, the benches are. What? He's spawn killing you! Dude! I'm dead. I have 7 hearts. It's not funny. Dude, I don't know if it's. I like got spawn camped by that vindicator. I know, you get spawn camped, you got one shot. Guys, give me that? Oh my god. So we have 2 totems. That's pretty much an extra life. If your totem pops, just get out of there. Now being down to 7 hearts, we agreed that the only way to go from here was to grind out full diamond armor. I was in no shape to take on other members of the server, so to the mines I went. Finding diamonds was an absolute breeze. Wait, dude, diamonds. Dude, I found diamonds again. Okay, stop acting. No, I'm not even joking. And although Smoke had to get off, I kept on mining. I needed to get back the 4 hearts that I had lost. And with a little bit of time and a Fortune 3 pickaxe, I began to make a ton of progress. Damn, this is the sickest thing I think I've ever seen. Oh my gosh, dude.
It's almost like you shouldn't if you slash give.
I mean, I can show you the Dang. But the next day, a YouTuber named Ashswag decided to join the SMP. And if you know Ashswag, you would know that he's a master of exploits. Now, this isn't really an exploit, but if you use all of your hearts, you get placed in spectating mode, which means that you can now teleport to any player and reveal their location. Ashswag quickly speedran 10 deaths and was kind enough to reveal the coordinates of 2 players. So, we began heading over there to get some free hearts.
No. We want roast on their side. Yeah, when we all come back through the portal and they see you guys there, I'll start killing, right?
Yeah.
I can 1v2 them, but what?
But little did we know that the strongest member of the server was in our VC listening in on us, and therefore, he had the coordinates of these 2 undergeared players. These 2 hearts were now up for grabs.
Yeah, he's looking straight at me.
Dude, who's that?
Wait, Cloudfuse is killing them, what the heck? Dude, But lose my heart so if I lose. Oh, absolutely. One of our teammates named Vortex Dragon was fuming after Cloud had grabbed his hearts right out of our hands. He now wanted to fight Cloud Pierce in order to get them back. I at first thought he was joking. Cloud Pierce is a top 50 crystal people here, but when I went to the test Platinum Plus, he's fighting power. I'm stuck on Cascade Platinum Plus. Vortex Dragon truly was it.
I feel like making a build.
Now let's say I do die. You're gonna actually spawn me from my house. You're gonna spawn kill me from my house. You have a certain color sun you like? Kind of color sun. What's happening? Right now? Without some sort of advantage, we knew that Vortex wouldn't stand a chance. Luckily, part of the server's plugin allows you to withdraw cards and give them to other players. So, Spoke and I went through 10 hearts in total, bringing Vortex's health to a whopping 20. If we could somehow get these hearts that Conquerors had stolen, we would be at a massive advantage. God, I'm gonna sleep so well tonight. That body, kill your Vortex, I'm gonna have 3+ hearts in like an hour. What's on your sword? What's on your sword? This 5. Oh, can you trade real quick? If? Okay. Alright. No, hold on. Stop. What are you guys doing? Wait, what are you doing? Look, someone in. Go. I literally can't see. Oh, he has golden apples. Do you not have golden apples? You have to get. Oh my god. Oh no. It's over. Oh my goodness. Vortex, why would you
I
not
feel
bring
like making a
We're not going to talk about that. What? Yeah, you could break off. No, not on the side. Jackie kind of goes off. Bro. Can't get that off the back of the street. I just came back all the way. I'll come back to the door. You gotta go to the nether and go back home right now. Does anybody have a spare toilet? I'm stealing all of Oasis's gear. I have. Although Vortex had escaped the grasp of Flampiers, we knew that he would be actively hunting us down. Totally defeated, we headed back to our base with a completely different target in mind. Flampiers, the most powerful player on the server, was unkillable. But luckily, he wasn't alone. He associated himself with 2 other players, Prince Zam and Leo. They were not nearly as geared up as him, and for us, they were easy targets. Myself and my teammate Rochambeau headed out to their base in search of another heart we could steal. This was our only hope. That's right. Yeah, they're about to come down. Go. Back in.
wait.
They're coming down. Do you think we should take Leo? I think we can take Leo. That one? No, I just want to grab a little bit of the war, maybe. Steal a little bit of their items. No, we can tag team them. We can crit them at the same time. Because I don't know. Separate them, then we're good. Yeah. Okay, pot up before you go, and it might be right there. You won't do any more crit. Let's do this. Oh, okay, I see them. Okay. We should keep looking. Okay, right away. I'm gonna take you. Dude, honestly, how long are these strike bots? 3 minutes? 3 minutes. We have to pot right now. Just go for it. He's in. He's inside. Go. Now. That was our chance. Prince Sam is here. Guys? No, we're fine. I'm getting Prince Sam. Go. He's running. Did you get his loot? Did you get his diamond? I hit him. Combat timer is reset. You can hit him again. We don't have.
to show y'all I do everything legit. I don't time lapse or anything. Also because I don't even know how to.
Although we had lost them, we had gained a heart.
But that doesn't even matter.
Searching for the two in the nether, we headed back to our base to celebrate. But the grinding was nowhere near over yet. I still needed full netherite armor, had max enchantments. So after a little bit of netherite mining and a lot of base farming, I finally had maxed out gear. I would make a montage, but it's literally 3 hours of footage that I don't feel like cutting down. With the most powerful gear on the server and enough blaze rods to make an ocean of oceans, I was now one of the richest members of the server with tons of ore, food, and almost everything. But there was still one thing that stood in my way. The most powerful player on the SMP. Now with 15 hearts from killing multiple members of our team, he was unstoppable. Or was he? If you did make it to the end of this video, welcome to a segment called Where Will You Go From Here? YouTube suggested videos aren't exactly the best, so I made a list of videos that I personally think you'll enjoy. On the left side of the screen is a video of me fighting cloudhunters. Now watch it or in the description is every single lifesteal SMP Season 2 YouTuber. But most importantly, if you enjoyed this video and your subscribe button is still red, consider clicking it and turning it gray. Hope you enjoyed.
I'll get a free key in 14 minutes. Bet. Oh, I have another right scrap, so
This is the lifesteal SMP, a Minecraft server where you can steal other players' hearts by killing them. And today on the SMP just seemed like any other. After inviting 3 viewers to the server, our nation returned back to our base. But everything went wrong. This server needed a team member named Spoke. And if you're wondering why, well, this should explain. But clearly, something was up. While Spoke was muted, he kept messaging me saying an enemy nation called the MOB was coming to our base. But us being us, we did not believe it. And while relaxing in our base doing whatever we wanted, we had ultimately let our guard down. Although we thought we were totally safe from the MOB, we could not be further from wrong. You guys should straight what happened to you? Oh my god! Time to drop! Dude. Yes! They're on me, dude. They're just farming me at this point. Wow! Farming you? Yeah. Where? Farming me. How'd they get you? I know, dude. Is the break that orange there? I put the orange there. It's next to the goat. Okay, I'm at spawn. Yeah, I'm at spawn. I'm at spawn. I need a chest. Okay, that's okay. I have all the stuff in my chest. I have 9,000 blocks. We have hearts with they're not going to do the end of this. They are done. I want you guys understand. I saved all the stuff in my chest. While we were now extremely motivated to take down the MLB, it quickly set in how much we had lost. Not only have we lost our armor, tools, and villager trading stations, but we
I have potatoes. So.
being so down to materials, a fellow team member named Reckrap and I had one question that would decide the fate of the Hobbies Nation. And by the way, yes, that is our kingdom's name, and no, I didn't come up with it. But that one question was, is it possible to scan the entire server to get our materials back? And this time, we had a plan. You see, the players on the server only want to PvP. They don't really enjoy gathering all the materials to get prepared for a fight or to build a base. So that's exactly where we would come in. We would start delivering these items for extremely high prices. And since our business is a delivery business, we would need a company name similar to Amazon. So I'm a at first glance, this name seems pretty innocent. But if you get rid of the E, it actually spells out I'm on, which in short terms means we're scamming this entire SMP. Now, Omicron has actually been in the works for a few weeks now, but with no orders, we decided to take a slightly different approach in our advertising. Shortly after, Omicron had its very first order from the most powerful player on that server. We were so desperate to get our stolen gear back that we agreed to give Cloud Tears ancient debris in order to even have a chance on the server. And get this, we were able to negotiate the price down to 3 ancient debris for a piece of fully enchanted netherite armor. I mean, if that's not a scam, I don't know what is. So, with a bunch of beds, I headed out to the nether to start making our very first paycheck.
God.
And with all the netherite to complete the order, I headed back up to deliver the order to Cloud Pierce's base. Now, our kingdom is pretty far out from spawn, so I would have to travel on the nether roof in order to get back there. So off I went, and I ended up taking Spoke, one of my allies. Together, we walked thousands of blocks to make this one single delivery. But in the end, it would be totally worth it. Video aside, dude, honestly, I think you could take on those Smoke. Didn't you beat him with crystals today? I did. Okay, no. Okay, don't do that. He's gonna kill us. Sorry. Oh my gosh! What? Look at his face! Let's go. Is this an arena? Oh my. Okay, give me that, Smoke. We would very much appreciate if you left us a 5-star review due to our incredibly fast delivery. With our first ever successful order, we headed back to our base victorious, reaping in the benefits of our incredible gear. But Omicron was far from over. You see, Cloudfierce is working on a huge base in the spawn. The key block that's used in it is Blackstone. Blackstone is not easy to find. It's relatively tough to mine, and it's just an annoying one in general. So when we heard that Cloud's teammates were looking for some, we immediately jumped in on the opportunity. Guess what? This deal was even better than the last. For 36 stacks of Blackstone, we negotiated 4 netherite ingots. I mean, how good is that? And this time, I wasn't just gathering the materials alone. I had Smoke to help me out. Okay, wait. They're all at spawn right now. I'm almost. If you have pearls, I'm ready to head over.
God. This is actually easy cool.
There was one thing that set this deal apart from the others. There's a few hard-hungry players on the server, and we agreed that since the people we were trading with were teammates with Cloud Pierce, we would give these hungry players the location of Nearwood and Sam. So off we went. But we had to be careful because at any point we could get killed and lose everything. If it's in the slide, you know, because we're scared. It's not
Um,
we don't have any. It's alright. It's fuckers.
Have you guys ever seen a brown pen like this? This is a L'Oreal new flow brown pen. Start by applying the front first and start to fill in the lower part of my brow here. Look at that difference. I mean, it's like 2 totally different eyebrows.
At University of Maryland Global Campus, earn up to 90 credits toward a bachelor's for prior work and life and job experience.
We're at the show. Give a drop the shelter, my guy. What are you doing? Oh, yeah, right. Okay, on the house, we'll set up a but on the server, there's a rule where you can't kill other players at the spawn region of the server. So the other players who are waiting to take out Leo and Sam would have to wait, but not for much longer. Because honestly, if you guys have girls, if you fight them, I got 15 girls. I only have 7.
He's like AFK. He's like AFK. He's looking at the ground. You want to do the portal.
What?
Oh, wait, follow him. You can't try to follow him.
Now, I wasn't there to witness the fight, but from what I heard, the MLB Nation had gotten away, and now they were fuming. We decided that it would be about time to end the Omicron, and we ended up taking one more order when the one and only clown appears. Let me just say, his order was really strange. Debuff is like a buff is like strength and debuff is like weakness. So okay, yeah. So you want what kind of like slowness, weakness? Give me like 6 slowness, 6 weakness, and 6 poison too. 6 poison too. We agreed on a final price of 6 diamonds and 6 golden apples if we could deliver it to him within 10 minutes. So Ragnarok left to go get him the loot. To us, this was a bunch of good stuff that we could get. So Spoke, Jaren, and I hung back at the base to mess around. I have diamond. I'll get around. Come back to the base. Come back to the base. Your base? Wait, so it's our base? What's a mile? It's a
God.
Dude, imagine if we could fly birds like the Amazon drone things. Like literally, this is literally a flying. Yeah. Really? No way. Yes, direction. Really? Yeah. No way. Yeah. That's fair. Make sure you stop it. Stop it. What? Stop it. Stop it. Rec just messaged me saying, he just said, I'm trapped. I said, did you get it? And he said, I'm trapped. I don't know. It was that trapped. Not dead. He's not dead. He's just imprisoned. Why? Why? Cloud had trapped Ragnar at his base. And although Reg had gotten away since he had invisibility potions, his netherite armor had been stolen. Since we had just reset, armor was so valuable to us, and Cloudbears told us the only way to get that armor back was to give him parts. Luckily though, we had time. You see, this server has a custom texture pack, which means that firework stars can pretty much use this item or retextured to look like parts. So if we could convince Cloud that these firework stars were parts, we would have a chance. On top of that, we would go to Cloudbears' base completely invisible, meaning that he couldn't see our name tags. Yeah, Jaren was going to be disguised as a red guy. And as soon as we got the photo, we would instantly enter the stasis chamber back to our base. Alright. We are on our way to Cloudbears. Need hearts? We need hearts, but you gotta give us the hearts. So, how is this deal gonna work out? How do we, I don't want you, you're gonna scam us. Yeah. So we give you the 3 hearts, but you have to give us 4 hearts. So what's the deal? Oh, so 3 hearts for the bullshit. This includes everything. What? What happened to this base? This looks sick. What? What? It's not even half big. But little did Cloudbears know that with both the Invis potions and fake hearts, he was about to get scammed. Get back on. Okay, here's the plan. We both sit at opposite sides of the back gate. So we said go to the very back. No, wait, can you see items if I throw them out? Can you see that? I can see that. We should do it here. Else we'll be better. Wait, can you see this? Yes, I can see it. How about this? This one. I can see it here. Okay. Ready? Are you gonna place the shulker box or are you gonna throw it out? Alright. Which one? There's 2. Is that good enough for you? Yes. Alright, throw shulker. Is your shulker thrown out? Stop it! Stop it! Although we had taken one victory, it wouldn't be long before the strongest nation on the server would knock us down. It would be a matter of time before war would completely break out. If you're not looking at videos on YouTube as
suggested to you, consider watching the video like I survived 100 Minecraft days in one shot. Or check out other lifesteal creators down below. But most importantly, if you're not subscribed, make sure to click the subscribe button today. Hope you enjoyed. You ever bought Reese's without eating Reese's? That is some boss behavior. If you've ever fallen into a desert temple and stepped on the pressure plate inside, you would know that exactly 9 pieces of TNT would go wrong. It's a deadly trap, but still easily survivable. But what if a desert temple had more than 250 times that amount of TNT? You see, today is Monday, and on Thursday, August 26th, the entire server is meeting near the world spawn to establish new server rules. And one person attending that meeting is a PvP expert, the most stacked player on the server, and the only player, as far as I'm aware, that hasn't died on the server. This means that I have exactly 4 days to prepare a bunch of TNT, rig the server with it, and kill the most powerful member alive. Okay, this amount of TNT is a lot easier said than done. You see, at first, I was planning on blowing up 11,000 total TNT. But if you do the math, that takes 55,000 gunpowder. And if you want to see what that looks like, well, here it is. Around 16 double chests filled to the brim with only gunpowder. Although this was quite a stretch at the time, I was very determined. So I got to work on creating my very first creeper farm. Do you have a second? Well, you don't have not the ocean on it. No, I don't have my tools, bro. Minecraft mechanics time. At first, I thought I was going to make this creeper farm super high in the sky. Minecraft basically has a mob cap where if a certain number of mobs are already spawned in the world, it can really slow down your farm. So my idea was to create a creeper farm really high up so that mobs couldn't spawn anywhere else. But I later learned from a server member named RecRap that if you build your farm really close to bedrock, it can double the spawn. So off I went. And let me just tell you, mining out this much space was a pain. Mining out, need to mine a lot. That's a creeper farm. I already said I'm not the base. Where? I'm trying to find you. I'm at the mob farm. If you're confused on what's going on at this point, basically 2 members of our team, Vortex and Spoke, were arguing because Spoke had killed Vortex and stolen his stuff. But you know, I didn't really want to intervene because my only mission was to complete this gunpowder farm. So, are you close? I already said I'm at the base, literally. No, you're not. You're not. Wait, Bear, are you getting able to right here? Yeah. Are you at the mob farm now? No, I'm at the mob. I already told you. I'm not coming. You're not coming, bro. Bro, I have to go do something. And after Spoke returned Vortex's stuff, and we mined out the space for the farm, built a bunch of platforms, and added some final finishing touches, I headed to a small area to stay AFK a little bit and see how much gunpowder I could gather in 1 hour. But the results were a bit sad. You see, after an hour of sitting by the creeper farm, I had only gotten 1 stack of gunpowder. At this rate, I would be nowhere near the thousands of TNT that I would need to dig. So, I consulted with my friend Vortex, and he concluded that since a lot of the caves near the creeper farm didn't have torches in them, mobs could spawn there as well to take up the mob cap. So, we set off, and this time, our mission was to light up every single cave possible. Where is that zombie? I hear the zombie. There's more gold down there. There are holes in zombies. What the? Is there spawner? There's a spawner. This could help. There's no spawner. There's no spawner. Oh, there's just another cave. Yeah, I know. We're actually not that far out. From the AFK spawn, actually, from the. But one thing we didn't really account for was how truly inefficient this farm was. You see, our design relied on creepers to push other creepers into a bubble elevator. So instead, we made it so that magma blocks would take out the creepers, and their gunpowder would shoot up into a copper system. Okay. Oh my god, that was clean.
Oh my god. What to do? Oh, no. Come here. Come here. No, you got okay, stop. Actually, I'm not doing it. Okay. Well, stop. And after messing around for a bit, I decided to empty the paper farm overnight. And despite all of our hard work, the results were still not the best. While this was a lot of gunpowder, it was nowhere near close to what I wanted it to be. So, I began stage 2 of the plan. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present to you Operation Quad Creeper. One creeper farm isn't enough, so I decided to cram 4 of them in one small space. Every single thing about this creeper farm is going to be optimized in the sense that it's going to be super high in the sky, and there will be no place for other mobs to spawn. Let's hope this works. A little thing to add, if you're wondering why we would go through all this trouble to kill one player, well, this SMP is just a little bit different from others. This is the lifesteal SMP. Basically, every single time you kill someone, you steal one of their hearts. And since Clown Pierce, the most powerful player on the server, hadn't died or been killed once, he had 17 total hearts. If we didn't do something to actually stop him, the server would fall. But first, my teammate Spoke had an important announcement. After this, I had no other choice but to immediately shut off my computer and go to bed. No, I'm just kidding. What I really started doing was gathering a bunch of stone. Me being me, I wanted to build this entire creeper farm out of stone bricks, which takes normal stone to make. Yummy makes clothes softer, fresher, and better. You breathe life into your laundry. So I stole Rochambeau's self-touch pickaxe and began mining. And with all of this newly acquired stone brick, I got to work on wrapping up Operation Quad Creeper. Not only did I have to build the 4 platforms, but I would also have to build a floor, a roof, and then on top of that, create a storage system and add all the redstone. But I was a bit tired, so for now, I decided to add a bit more gunpowder from my old creeper. And the next day, after a quick trip to the nether for some magma blocks, I began working on the interior design for the farm. Time was running out. In 2 days, I would have to have thousands of blocks of TNT rigged under the legal area. So, a little bit of magma placing, water painting, and just eyeballing the entire platform, and I had successfully created a platform. But while bringing up water to the roof, I made some of the craziest clutches of my life. Oh my gosh, dude. That quick thinking has saved me so much time. If you're wondering why it's such a big deal that I didn't die, well, not only do you lose hearts when someone kills you, but you also lose one if you die normally. Although you're able to craft one, they require extremely expensive materials. But besides that, we were now in crunch time. We hadn't tested how fast this creeper farm produced gunpowder, and if we had messed up, it would be over. So instead, I began adding the final finishing touches. Wait, if I eat this course for its spawn, would I spawn this creeper thing? Probably. Yeah. Yeah, we actually, so far, I only have 4 sticks, so... Oh, yeah. Okay, now it works. Yeah. No, stop.
This server is fun.
With only 24 hours left, I had no choice but to stay at the creeper farm and start gunpowder.
Now you're probably wondering how I have 20 hearts with 0 kills.
No matter what though, I put it on my 8K laptop and left it alone.
Votes. Yes, you heard me correctly.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
By voting this server.
This amount of gunpowder was not bad at all. In fact, it was just enough to whip up a
5 votes a day.
500 pieces of TNT. With all of these explosives, I headed back to spawn in an attempt to rig an area. And after searching a little bit through the spawn region, I came across a flat plains biome perfect for the task. The location for the server-wide meeting had still not been decided. And if I could convince everybody to go to that location, everything would work out perfectly. So, under the cover of the night, I began placing TNT piece by piece. Alright, you guys fine, or Swiffer, I'm rigging up the TNT right now. That's so bro.
I'm sure it's gonna work though.
Yeah, we're gonna convince them to take up their army.
Okay. Are you like low IQ right now?
No, that's what I'm saying, bro. He's gonna leave us out for swords. He just pull out our swords. But with all of the TNT rigged on the server, we needed some way to convince Frontiers' side to come to this location. So we came up with a genius strategy. Instead of trying to negotiate with them, we would organize a duel. And in this duel, as soon as one person died, the fight would be over. Since Frontiers love to fight, we would give them that experience. And assuming we would lose, it would hopefully make them feel bad and make them more likely to listen to us. So off we went to take Clown Pierce and the MOB in the most strategic fight of the century. Now, I'm not going to go into much detail about the fight, but after Clown Pierce was successful at targeting one player, we had lost. But this had been our moment, and we quickly got the entirety of the opposing nation to follow us to that one location. After hours on days of hard work, building, and planning, everything would come down to this one very moment. This
You're very you need to stand behind your like take off your armor. I thought I was at the sitting tree. Alright, taking off my armor. You're killing, alright, take off your armor. Please don't kill. Okay, but we're gonna take armor first. Take off the armor.
Now, I'm planning on this being my biggest build ever. Because I don't really build.
Alright, so next. Okay. Next rule, so yeah, griefing and stuff on bases. That's just something that we don't want to happen. Stolen his hearts, basically. That's the whole deal. I think the only thing that should be stolen is hearts. And final rule. Clown Pierce has to give me one heart. And
There you go for it. Oh my god.
always want to say, Toggy's on top, baby.
And then I say, that's gonna be where the second level is.
At University of Maryland Global Campus, earn up to 90 undergraduate credits for relevant experience.
With 25 grams of protein and 0 sugar, Muscle Milk Gym Lift helps support active muscles throughout the day to help you build strength for your real life, your best life. Muscle Milk, own your strength.
After setting off 2,000 TNT to try and take out the most powerful member on this Minecraft server, our nation, the Poppy's Kingdom, was in shambles. We lost everything. Not just our armor and gear, but our motivation to try and take out our enemies. However, I had slightly different plans. Since I had died, it meant I could respawn back in my base and get to work.
So end crystals are banned, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So, we have to start practicing on Legacy. Yeah. Bro, I just want to find gold, and I'm finding diamonds right now. Kind of annoying. Go to the nether, bro. No, I want to find diamonds too, but I'd rather find gold. On this server, there's 3 different teams. The Poggies Nation, which is us, the MLB, and the Applicants. And although the MLB, the strongest nation, is way too difficult to take down, we had a different target in mind. Located tens of thousands of blocks away from us in the middle of nowhere were the Applicants. A 3-person group that would be a lot easier to target. And lucky for us, a team member named Rochambeau at the exact coordinates of their base. So off we went, in order to try and get some food. We got away with clutch to like that. Gotta say off though, me and Vortex, me and you, Vortex, we gotta keep pressure on him at all times. Here, let me know when Gord's up there. Where is it? Gord's? No, it's the Gord's that roasting. Alright, what is it? Next gets to another roof. Yeah, sit there. I'm gonna try to get there. Oh wait, let me look. Oh yeah, okay, so that's where he's keeping all the secret stuff. Agents, bro! Agents, go, go, go! Go! What? Watch him, agents. Look at him, yeah. Wait, block off the 3, 2, don't admit any teams. Oh, yeah, bro. Wait, I thought we moved. But at the time, the Applicants were not at their base, so all we could do was wait until they would log back on. And surely enough, where are you? I'm right here. Where? Oh, subs is on. Hey, okay. Oh, just walk out the portal. That's Architect. Let's go Architect right now. Go. I love it. Okay, well, no idea. We call it off so we get summoned. Well, yeah, I told him in his section before. It's supposed to be one. Oh, he's coming. He's coming. Go. Portal. He doesn't know how to target one person, bro. Vortex, where are you? I stepped under the desert. Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to. Don't get crit out. Do not get crit out. What's that, bro? That's up in. Come on. Oh, I see the outpost. Okay, I'm in your guys' stairs. He's almost at a pod. Pro.
Oh,
Thank you, bro. I critted him out so hard. Oh, I see. I see him in the river. He's in the river. Oh, I see him. Don't let him escape. Do not let him escape. I hit him. He's trying to throw. No, he didn't go that far. But the Applicants had gotten away. And while this was a serious heartbreaker for us, it also gave us the opportunity to steal their beacons and return back to the base of the Poggies Nation. However, over the past couple of days, a question had started to grow in my head, and it was a very troubling one. Was it even worth it to stay with the Poggies Nation? And after this one battle, I decided that my time with the Poggies would end, and I wasn't the only one. Since the entire kingdom had fallen, I had a genius plan. What if we were to sell the location of our base and make a profit? Which reminds me of Landon. I meant Vortex. Oh, yeah, real name. No, Crush, landed on these nuts, bro. And with a compass that pointed to the exact location of our base, I headed back to spawn in order to trade with a server member named.
I got my first Ender Pearl.
We set up a contract and agreed that if this base was armed when he arrived, I would not be safe anywhere on the server. Typically, killing is not allowed at the spawn region, but I was so confident that everything would be fine, and I decided to take this deal. Just give me a heart, bro. Oh, where's my silver? No confidence. Dude, I don't have it. I can screen share right now. I don't have it. It's not placed down. Stop killing me, bro. Alright, where is the items? I don't hear this, bro.
I'm solo. Holy.
Oh my god. I had gotten off for the night after successful trade.
Bro.
3 server members came up to find our base. On return to the location of Poggies Kingdom, I had received 8 netherite ingots, a full set of netherite armor, and a heart. And if you're confused about the heart, well, this is a Minecraft server where you can steal other players' permanent hearts by killing them. making parts the most valuable items on the entire SMP. I peacefully went to sleep, but little did I know that the chaos would break out that very night. Huh. Doesn't look as nice as I imagined.
Yeah, nope.
Why did you completely destroy that base?
We're guaranteed not to
Yeah, I am heal up before anything.
It was a guaranteed trap, let's be real. Yeah. It was a contract, though. If the base wasn't there, we would allowed to kill him, or allowed to kill him on spawn. Yeah.
I definitely did not pay for this. I paid for this, but not this short. I mean, I didn't know about this race. He's not getting
Yeah.
that was it. Doesn't matter what happens. You go to the drone.
I guess parents getting confident stars.
At the hospital, very impressive. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Hearing this and knowing that it wouldn't be long before the entire server came after me, I ran for my life. As soon as I gotten off the server, 2 members of the Poggies Nation had blown up our old base, which violated part of the contract I had agreed to. So I met up with the only player I could trust, Spot, and together we ran as far as we could.
oh my god! Oh, you have wood?
Yeah, of course I would, dog.
Oh my god, our name is 3.
I'm like literally from Mary Poppins.
I have 2 woods on like a shield of 50. Dude, my CPU's only using 30%? That is so nice.
We also got one more member on our team by the name of Vortex Dragon, and with a 3-man group, we created a nation that still doesn't have a name. So consider leaving a name for us down in the comment section. But our plan was to hollow out a large area underground and get absolutely overgeared for everything. We had learned from our mistakes because every single time we had gone into battle, we were always missing something, whether it be potions, ender pearls, good gear, or even golden apples. But this time, we would build every single farm possible and make sure that we would never go into a fight unprepared. And for the first time in a while, things were beginning to look up for us. The base was under heavy construction, and for once, it seemed like we were safe. And on top of that, this guy named Winnie even made me my very own custom parent totem. So if you want to see what happens next, and your subscribe button is still red, make sure to click it and turn it gray so you can be notified as soon as the next video comes out. Also, make sure to check out this video on the left where I joined a random Minecraft SMP. Hope you enjoy. Bedrock. Whether you find it at the top of the nether roof or at the bottom of the overworld, there's one basic Minecraft rule that everybody knows. Breaking bedrock is impossible, which means I could literally sit here for a month mining this piece of bedrock with a diamond pickaxe, and it still wouldn't break. Now, there's a very high chance you already know this, but what if I told you that breaking bedrock is actually possible? It all goes back 6 weeks ago when I joined this Minecraft SMP with one mission: kill the most powerful player alive. And although this may seem like a really simple task, you'd be surprised to find out how much this one player has survived.
Oh my god!
You're broken from bottles for the current armor you got there, bud. But let me just say in advance, Pierce, I'm sorry, but you're not going to survive this one. And if you're a bit confused, well, I'll start off by saying that breaking bedrock requires 5 different materials, one of them being TNT. Luckily, if you saw my video where I tried blowing up this server with thousands of TNT, I still have a creeper farm that works like a charm. But one small problem. Everybody on the server knows exactly where this creeper farm is, and I need a lot of TNT. If players even suspect that I'm here, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. But I know their choice, so I guess I'll go.
The history of winning started with 65 games, losing steam, losing strength. The solution? A drink that hydrates better than water.
That was not good. Shoot. I lost so much good stuff.
Greasy mess with Dawn Platinum. And not even scrubbing. Fluff, run, feathers. It cuts through the slimy stuff better than your old dish soap, removing 99% of grease. That's why only Dawn is trusted to save buck.
Oh my gosh, finally. Honestly, it looks a little rough out, but it still seems intact. I mean, I have to stay here for a while anyway. Compared to previous amounts of TNT that I've needed before, this is pretty much nothing.
Odd.
300 TNT, it would take 2 hours or so of it in its slot. After leaving my computer on for 2 hours, alrighty, moment of truth. How much do we have? Alright, that's literally perfect. Like that's enough for everything. Using this, I loaded up shulker boxes full of gunpowder, enchanted a little bit, got some sand, and even decided to try and get a trident. And just like always, I tend to get really lucky with things. Oh wait, I found that there's a trident though. Oh my gosh, trident! You got a trident? Yeah, I got one. It's insane.
Bye.
I couldn't waste any more time in my old base, so I have
Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and share this video with others.
What? What? Alright, I'm gonna.
Share my channel with others.
Whoever this is, I'm so
Bye.
sorry.